Nearly 8 decades after her father helped stand up to one of the darkest chapters in American cultural life, Jane Fonda has brought back the Committee for the First Amendment, a group once synonymous with Hollywood's resistance to political intimidation. A legacy rooted in the McCarthy-era. The original committee was formed in 1947 at the height of the House Un-American Activities Committee's HUAC, investigations into supposed communist influence in the entertainment industry. That campaign produced widespread fear, public hearings, and the infamous Hollywood Blacklist, which ruined the careers of countless writers, directors, and actors. Among the founding members were Fonda's father, Henry Fonda, along with Humphrey Bogart, Lauren Bacall, Gene Kelly, Frank Sinatra, and other cultural icons who believed the First Amendment was under assault. Their stand was a gamble at the time. Supporting free expression often meant risking one's own career and reputation. Why relaunch now? In 2025, Jane Fonda, now 87, says the United States faces another moment where artistic voices and dissent are under siege. She points to mounting political and regulatory pressures on media and entertainment, as well as broader trends of censorship in public life. "This is the most frightening moment of my life," Fonda wrote in a letter to colleagues. "I've seen war, repression, protest, and backlash. I've been celebrated, and I've been branded an enemy of the state. But I can tell you this. What's happening now, this coordinated effort to silence critics across government, media, and the arts, is too dangerous to ignore." The immediate spark for the relaunch was the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live, after on-air remarks triggered public criticism and political pushback. Many saw the episode as an example of direct government pressure chilling free expression, echoing the climate of fear during the Red Scare. A broad coalition of support. Unlike the original group, which centered mainly on Hollywood stars, the new Committee for the First Amendment has quickly assembled a sweeping coalition of voices from across the entertainment industry. More than 550 public figures have signed on, including filmmakers like Spike Lee, actors such as Viola Davis, Natalie Portman, Pedro Pascal, and Kerry Washington, as well as musicians Billie Eilish and John Legend. The group's diversity is part of its strategy, to show that this is not a partisan movement or a celebrity stunt, but a serious cultural response to political intimidation. "We cannot stand by while freedom of expression is eroded," read the committee's new mission statement. "The First Amendment is not a privilege. It is a constitutional right that belongs to every American." History repeating itself? The parallels between the present and the McCarthy era are not lost on observers. Then, as now, fear of political retaliation discouraged people from speaking out. Then, as now, media organizations struggled to balance survival against principle. In 1947, stars like Henry Fonda were criticized for defending colleagues accused of being un-American. Today, Jane Fonda and her allies are bracing for similar attacks, as critics accuse Hollywood of politicizing free speech. But Fonda insists that the movement is not about defending a particular ideology. "It's about defending the right to have one," she said. The stakes ahead. What impact the committee will ultimately have remains uncertain. For now, its revival has sparked national debate about censorship, self-censorship, and the boundaries of acceptable political speech. Supporters believe it could galvanize the cultural sector into unified resistance, much as it did in the late 1940s. At the very least, Jane Fonda's decision has placed the issue of free speech back in the spotlight, reframing it as a struggle that transcends party politics and reminding Americans that rights once lost are rarely regained without a fight. "As artists, as citizens, we cannot afford silence," Fonda said. "If we don't speak up now, history will remember that we let the First Amendment slip away again."